Hello and welcome to Dapper Man Dan. Today is episode 0, sort of the preview really for what is going to be my big football manager save over the course of probably the next year, I'm hoping. With Football Manager 24, I feel like there's really not enough new features to justify me spending out on it, and with the overhaul coming in Football Manager 25, I thought, well, let's do a long-term save in Football Manager 23 that will take us all the way through to 25 release. So what we'll have is The Only Way Is Up, which will be the title of this series. We are starting in level 20 of the English Football Pyramid. We are going right down to the bottom. And what this is going to be, it's going to be sort of a realistic sort of save where we will only make decisions in that if they are realistic. So if a team from the tier above offers me a job, but it's 200 miles away from home, and the money is either a voluntary or it's a very, very low paid position, it's not going to cover my expenses, then we're not going to go there, are we? It's just sort of, also, we're not going to go abroad. We're not going to end up going into Spain or wherever, just because of the money. Things like maybe if a Southern Welsh team came in, maybe. But as I say, we are looking for realism in this series. As a result of that as well, there are a couple of rules. The first one is we will not be using the player search screen. The only caveat to that is if there are less than 11 players in a team. So if I'm taking over somewhere, which definitely happened in the first club, where there aren't enough players to play a fixture, then that is justification to go into the player search to find some free agents to compile the team. The only exception to that rule when I'm at a club as well is for a player that I've seen playing against us. So if I'm playing, say I played a team and they got an exciting winger, someone who's getting crosses in, doing what they need to do, and I'm thinking, yeah, he's good, I want to know a bit more about him, then that's okay to search them up and scout them, so that's pretty realistic as well. Sort of things that you're seeing in game scenario, especially sort of in the lower leagues where this isn't really scouting and you don't really know the players at lower league level, especially at the non-league level where we're starting, level 20. So in those instances, then I think it is perfectly acceptable to scout a player based on having played them and being impressed by them. So those are the only sort of rules really in case of player search and scouting, is that there will be no player search or staff search unless there are less than 11 players. But with the scouting thing, that is one of the first things we'll do when we take over this new job, is we will look for scout, physio, we'll look for some assistant manager, we will try and get the staffing situation sorted straight away so that we can start getting these recommendations through. But as I say, that is the only time we'll be able to look at players in the player search, unless it's a player we played against, of course. Really looking forward to this series. I think it could be something exciting. We are starting at a very low level, and as I say, I'm hoping this will be a long-term save which will take us through many months until the launch of Football Manager 25. If you like the idea of this save, as I say, drop it a like, follow, and the next time you'll be with us will be for episode 1, where we will meet the team and get started and see where it is we'll be managing in The Only Way Is Up.